everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be giving you my first impressions review of the new CAMO CC Cream by e.l.f. I saw this at Target and I was like, I need to try this. It looks fantastic. Let's get started by judging the packaging. As always, this Holo packaging is so cute. It's very elevated, but also I haven't tried anything from e.l.f. in years. Literally, when I first started wearing makeup, I mostly had e.l.f. products and they worked pretty good for its time. But the price kind of took me back a little bit because it was $14, I believe. Let me check that. I just checked on Target and it is $14. Back when I was 15 and I used to wear very minimal makeup, I used to be obsessed with BB cream, which I think stands for Beauty Balm, if I'm not mistaken. Blemish Balm, something like that. But CC creams came after BB creams. And I believe CC stands for color correcting cream. I love a lightweight, natural looking face. So reading it right off the box, it says that it's color correcting, full coverage. That's a big claim for a CC cream. And that it would give you a natural finish. It says skin loving ingredients are collagen, peptides, and niacinamides. Oh, and it also has SPF 30, which will come in handy going into the warmer months. But I'm kind of being a little skeptical of this product from the get-go because it does have sunscreen in it. Usually products that already have sunscreen in them, I tend to not like. I'd rather have the control of how much sunscreen I put on my skin rather than having it in a product where I don't know how much sunscreen I'm putting on a daily, if that makes any sense. So all I've done to my face so far is I've done my morning cleanse, I did eye cream and a face serum and my moisturizer. So that's all I've done. So let's get started. I got the shade medium 330W with warm and olive undertones. I feel like these undertones are like, whoa, like for real? They've upped their packaging for sure, but I mean, it is $14. It's pretty small, but it does come with a pump, so that's good. So I'm just gonna get started right away. Whoa, that is thick. Do you guys see that dollop? Okay, so I have my wet Real Technique sponge. Oh my god, it's thick, guys. Is that my shade? Probably not. I believe this was the only shade available that was the closest to my skin tone. All the others were like super light or they were super dark. So I feel like even if it doesn't match me exactly, even though I feel like it matches my neck and my face, pretty spot on. That was easy. Feels lightweight. It doesn't feel cakey. It's not doing anything weird so far. Okay, and that was like half of the product. No, that was more than half of the product. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit more. It's thick. Like when I say thick, it's like, whoa. But it is giving me pretty good coverage. I wonder how this would perform next to the IT Cosmetics CC cream. I think I've never tried it, but there's so many people that rave about it. And I've always wanted to try it because of it. But the main reason I've never tried anything from IT Cosmetics is because they're not very inclusive with their color range. And they've been around for forever. So I feel like there's really no excuse. It's not like they're an indie brand that can only afford 3 to 4 shades. It's like, come on, get with the times. I think for the purpose of making a point that if this ends up being good, I'll buy it to review it for you guys. It looks good. I probably look super pale. Oh my god. It looks good. I'm really liking it. It's very lightweight, very natural finish. Like it looks like I have nothing on except for I look ghostly. But that's nothing that a little bronzer can't fix. I knew it was in my exact shade when I purchased it. So now I'm gonna see how it performs with concealer right on top. When your concealer is darker than your actual foundation. So now let's do a little bit of powder. Off camera, I added some dimension and some color back to my face. I did contour, blush, I curled my lashes, did my eyebrows, and some lip balm. You guys, I'm actually pretty impressed. Very full coverage, and it does have a natural finish. So all three I was able to check off. I can't see any redness peeking through. It covered up my skin fully. It's not cakey, but it looks natural. It also played well with concealer, powder, contour, everything else I had to do with my face. It looks really smooth on my skin. Like, I literally have nothing to complain about except for it's not my exact match. They only had 7 to 10 on display at my Target, so it could have been due to that. Especially with a CC cream, it's a little bit more lenient with how you can work it. It's not like it's a huge deal, but you can kind of tell it's a tad bit too light for my skin tone. But other than that, I really recommend this for $14. I can even compare it to the foundation that I'm using this month. This is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Foundation, and I feel like it gives me the same amount of coverage. The only difference between these two is that this one is more of a liquidy formula and this one's more of a cream. But both compare in the fact that they give me a very natural skin-like finish. I think this is like $50 to $54 on its own, this Pat McGrath one, compared to $14. I would totally go for the $14, especially if you can find your exact shade in it. I'm gonna insert a screen right here and I'm gonna take you through all the shades that they have. And they have a pretty good range of undertones as well. So if you can't find your exact shade, just kind of go with your undertone and then add bronzer if it's too light. So right here, I'm just taking you through all the shades that they have. Look at that. They have such a good range, I feel like. I'm not sure with the deeper tones. I'm not very familiar with how the undertones are supposed to be like, because I know they're supposed to be very particular, but to me, they look pretty good. So they have 1, 2, 3, 20. I thought it was only 7. Maybe my Target only had like 7 to 10 shades available, but online they have 20. But yeah, they have a pretty good range, in my opinion at least. In the back of this tube, it said to use a brush, but it actually worked pretty well with my Real Techniques beauty sponge. It blended out seamlessly. It blended out pretty well. From what I can see, it looks very smooth. It looks, if I'm quite honest, it looks airbrushed. And it doesn't look cakey at all. I wasn't expecting it to because it's a CC cream. This is full coverage and this is the kind of finish that I like. But I'll tell you this, if you like very, very natural skin, I don't think you will like this because it literally looks like a normal foundation, and the consistency of it is also very thick. I hope this review was helpful, and if it was, please give me a thumbs up and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.